got a whole bunch of recycled twine here that I got from tomato plants that they're not going to use again for next year because of the fear of bringing diseases in. So I'm going to recycle them and make a big as rope. Here's the rope making mechanism here. I've got a crank here which we'll use at the end of the session, and down the bottom there we've got the rest of the rope. Now here you notice that I've got this board on here which has got the crank. I could have been stuck in the ground with a brace and that sort of thing, but I found this tree and I hooked it on with these rubber bands. Those rubber bands which I was making before, they've been wound around and around, and you can see they're really solid. So here I've got 14 strands because that's what I had. This is what I was showing you before we were making. There you go, back and forth 14 times. And as we go down the bottom here, so this here's the mechanism. I saw lots of these. I was checking out YouTube getting some ideas, and this was the simplest one I found. I saw ones they had gears in the middle and all this sort of thing from an old lawnmower and this, but this was really simple, just a couple of pieces of number 8 wire. And you put a crank on them. So come and have a look at this from around this side as well. So you can see that. You just wind it like that, and then you can see the little hooks starting to twist. Starting to twist the rope like that. So this is the first phase of it. So you can see it's tensioning up and we're getting some nice twist in it. And you'll see here too that the trailer is acting as the tensioning device. It's gradually getting pulled forward as it's being twisted. Okay, come and have a look at this, you people. Now, we know when we're getting enough twist in it when it starts to kink up, but we don't want it to kink up, so we've got to keep a lot of tension on it still. But that's the time when we know it's twisted enough. We're sort of getting to that stage now. So come in and have a closer look at it. See how it's twisting up? And some of these knots down here, they're actually disappearing because they're getting taken up with the rope. Those ones, the knots that we tied in. And they won't be bothered with the rope, what I need it for anyway. So here we go, we're halfway there. Once you've twisted the rope clockwise down the other end, down the far end over the trailer, you've got that in a lot of tension. You put this thing between them and you start it up this end, and then you turn this end up here anti-clockwise. So this can be done really fast once you get into the swing of it. Now you'll see that I tapered this here, and this is about my third version actually, and I actually tapered at this end too, thinking it would, when it came over here, it wouldn't hit a sharp lip and start to stop it from keeping that wind in there. But it just wouldn't keep right in it, so I wrapped a piece of rope around it. So in the next one I'll just keep that straight or even flare it out a bit. So that's that. And I have these weights hanging off the bottom here, so that it can just do it all by itself. You'll see how it works when this winds up. When this winds up here, it'll just gradually push that along, and if I've got not a lot of tightness in this, it'll be a nice tight weave. You can see it stays upright because of the weights, and it's gradually twisting the rope and it's sliding along all by itself. So I can do this by myself in actual fact, and I'll get a nice tight weave in the rope, as you can see. As you'll see from up there, the rope has been twisted nice and neatly, and we've come to the end. So what I'm going to do now is just loosen it all off the rubber band up the back there.
Look at that.
The rope's been taken off, and we're stretching it, taking it around the tree to get the kinks out of it, to smooth it out and get a little twists and turns out of it.
Give us some slack. You guys just aren't strong enough, that's it.
So this is the rope. I started off, I'd stretched it out to about 30 metres I think it was, and probably got about 24 metres now, so that's how much we lose, or gain, however you want to call it. But you can see it's really tight this end. This was the end that was right up there. This end here was the one that went right down the other, and it's not as tight. Now I'm not really sure why, just learning about it, so we'll gradually work it out. But that's a process anyway. Hope you enjoyed it. It was fun doing it. If you like this video, hit the like button below, subscribe. See you later. Okay.
Hello, Jack here. I'm the new rubber band Ray.
Okay.
See,
Hey, Jack.
rubber bands.
Should we? Okay, focus now, guys.